Okay, Roger, so I'm just asking you if it's okay to record this session. Is that okay with you? Okay, good. So one of the nice advantages of this, no. Okay, going to show Roger how to back up his Thunderbird email, all right? So the first thing to do, before you can back up anything, which means copying files from one place to another, you need to know where they are. Hold on, Roger, I just thought of something. This is recording, not going to record my voice. Is this recording my voice? I hope it is. Anyway, all right, so what we're going to do is, you there still? Yeah. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go into your email program. So click on your email, where your emails are, down the bottom there, the taskbar. Click on that. Okay. Well, actually, just go into your inbox, the 1,300 messages in your inbox. Click there. Okay, so that's normally where you go into your email, right? However, for each email account you've got set up, it has the name of the account above that. So above the inbox, it's got your name, Roger. Just click on that. Okay, then it gives you a list, and on that list there, it says your email, your accounts, etc. And under the accounts, it says view settings for this account. If you click on that. Okay. And under view settings for each account, under the first setting, right at the top of that window that's just opened, it's got server settings. Click on that. And under there, you'll notice right at the bottom, if you scroll on the right-hand side, scroll down with that scroll bar, it's got local directory, right? That actually is where your email is all being stored. Now, unfortunately, that local directory typically is a very long, what's called path name. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a copy of that. Now, Roger's already done that, but we'll do it again just for hell of it. Just put the pointer on that, Roger, and click once and drag a little bit. You could drag over it, but a quicker way, once you've dragged over a little bit, hold down the control key and press A, will do the whole lot. Or you've dragged over it. That's all right, Roger. Now you put the pointer on it again and right click and go to copy. And now you need to have somewhere to copy that to. The only reason we're doing this is copying it so that we've got somewhere to have a record of what we've copied, all right? So what we're going to do is put it in Notepad. Now, Roger's already got Notepad going. If you didn't have Notepad going, you could click on the Start menu. In fact, do that, Roger. Go over to the Start menu. We'll put it in a new Notepad. Go down where it's got search programs and data at the bottom there, right at the bottom. Just type in Note, N-O-T-E. And it's got Notepad. Click on Notepad. Notepad. Yeah. And then if you right click anywhere within that Notepad window and press paste, now you've got a record of where that is. Now Roger's already done this because we've done it before, so we don't need that, and he's given me a copy of it, so it doesn't really matter. So you could normally you would save that somewhere, so you've got a record of it, okay? But we're not going to do that at the moment. So you can just close that window, Roger. Okay. Don't save. Oh, you could save it again if you want to cancel. You're going to have to do that again, close it and say don't save. Normally you would save it. Okay. So we don't need that anymore. We can close that window, the account settings window. We can minimize the Gmail window. The email window, my apologies. Now we're going to go to File Manager. Now, the File Manager in Windows 7, which Roger's using, there's a little icon down on your taskbar. It's that little yellow icon. Not that one, the one to the right of that. No, to the right, that one. Click on that once. Okay. Now, what you also have to do is have another drive loaded. Now, Roger, you've already got a removable drive G loaded. So he's already got that. It's called My Book G. So we're clicking on that. And we're just going to make sure we've got enough space to be able to store it on. So if you right click on where it says right Gmail, my book, it comes up and tells you how much space. So we can see we've got still 591 gigabyte left. And we happen to know our emails are smaller than that, so we're going to have enough space. Otherwise, you'd have to actually plug in another drive and get that going. And we'll leave that as another thing to do, all right? Just close that window then, Roger. Okay, So we're going to go work our way through to find out where this email is. Now, it said on that original list that it was on the C drive. So click on local drive C, Roger, down there. Double click on it, actually double click on it so it appears on the right hand side as well. Okay, and the next thing, it was under a folder called users. So that's second from the bottom, so if you double click on that. And then it was on another one called user, so double click on that. And then it was another, and then it was under one called app data. Now when we first did this, we couldn't see app data, all right? We couldn't see it all, okay? We couldn't see it. It said there was app data, it wasn't there. We can see it now, but we'll just show you what we had to do to be able to see it. And this is in Windows 7. In Windows 7, you go to Tools, click on Tools on the Tools menu, and go down to Folder Options, and then go to View. And then you'll notice in Roger's one, it's got Show Hidden File. Click on Don't Show for a minute, Roger. Click on there. Okay, and just do Apply down the bottom. No, go down to Apply. Now grab that little folder, then just pull it to the side, and you'll see that the one, what was it called? App data doesn't appear. That's because it's a hidden folder. Okay, so we're going to switch the thing on again. So go pull that on and switch that on. Show hidden files. Apply again, and all of a sudden the app data does appear. Okay, you can get rid of that other window, Roger. Okay, all right. So we go into app data. The next one I think was roaming. The next one I think was Thunderbird. Right. We'd normally be referring back to that list we had. The next one was what was it? Profiles. Hold on. The profile folder. Yeah. Double click on that. The next one was this crazy number thing. We double click on that. The next one was what was it? It was a folder called, can't remember. Hold on, I'll go back and have a look, Roger. The next one was IMAP Mail. So if you can click on that one. And then the next one was imapgmail.com. And there's ones of very similar names, so you've got to watch. So you've clicked on that, have you, Roger? Okay. Okay, so there it is. So that's all the data that we need to back up. So to be able to select it all, an easy way is to click on one of them, any one of them, probably a folder or file, doesn't matter. And then hold down the Control key and press A for all. Now it's selected them all. And we just want to make sure first that they're not so big that they're not going to fit on the thing. So if you point at any of the blue area and then right click again and go down to Properties, it's telling us it's 6.6 gigabyte. Now before, when we looked at how much space it was on the G drive, it said it had 500 gigabytes. So we've got plenty of space. So we'll just cancel that. Now right click in the middle there, anywhere. Okay, go down to Copy. Now we go back to our G drive, and they depend on which other users may have different drives. So it says removable drive G, it's near the bottom there. Okay, Roger had already made one, a folder called Mail Backup. So click on the Mail Backup. And there they all are. Now if you right click on the Mail Backup and say Paste, go down to Paste. In the case of Windows 7, it'll say there are already files with the same name in this location. So if you're doing this backup in a couple of weeks' time, it'll ask if you want to replace them, and you do need to replace them, all right? I would copy and replace, but before I do that, no, don't click on the first one. Down the bottom, it says, do this for the next 57 conflicts. So it says 57 of them are going to be replaced. So click on that and then go up to where it says copy and replace. Click it, yep. And it will go away and start copying on 577 items, right? And it'll go through a process. And it says it's going to take 20 seconds. It did last time, Roger, didn't say 20 seconds. Hasn't come up yet. Still waiting for it to tell how long it's going to take. But it takes longer than that. So I'm glad we did this the second time, Roger, because it's telling us, okay, now, once again, rather than saying yes, it says, do this for the current item. Do this for all current items, 8 folders, and just say yes. So it's going to replace them all.
20 seconds remaining.
Okay. Now it says 4 hours and 45 minutes remaining. It won't. It'll come back quickly. That's simply because we delay that. It'll come back quickly soon, you watch. Because the speed is copying at 72 megabits per second, or megabyte per second, it says.
81.
Yeah, now it's getting faster and faster and faster. And it's almost finished. Now it's saying it's going to take 45 seconds. So it's only a guesstimate on the paper, the software that's doing it. Okay. Okay, so we'll wait till it finishes. Right now. 10 seconds left. Okay, finished. All right. Okay, so now we'll just close Windows Explorer. That says it's all done. We've done a backup of it. It's all backed up. Okay, I will just stop the recording. Right here. Pause the recording, sorry. Pause recording.